ladies and gentlemen, for coming to another episode of the Everyday Black Man podcast for authentic black male thoughts. Yeah, your boy Riker, Reed, Sham, Stylish, the Libertarian formerly known as Black, uh, the writer, and of course, White Collar Suge. Follow us on Twitter, EVYD Black Men, Instagram, Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Men Facebook page. We also have Patreon, EBNP. We have Sham's drawings. All new episodes, they be there first. And of course, there are exclusive episodes like the thing that we talked about beforehand, because I have no idea how to categorize that. But last but not least, our website is www.everydayblackmen.com. As you were saying,
we found an Epstein list. Jim, you got a lot of shit to explain, man.
You like the sixth person who made that reference.
Sham is the last person that you would see on any such list. If anything, you would.
It's bold enough for you to.
If anything, you would see Sham on the people who may have killed Epstein list.
I
don't know how he got. I don't know how he got in there. I don't know how he hung this man, but Sham was there, and then he disappeared.
I'm saying he did anything wrong. All I'm saying is the Diddy parties and the Epstein list, Sham. I feel like you live in multiple lives, and I want to know the truth. I need the
only
facts,
people
man.
who have referenced me as a Epstein list person have been Drake fans. I find that remarkable. It's not all Drake fans, but it's a consistency between all of you.
Call me a bitch to my face. I can't believe you.
Yeah, he did. He did. But does the shoe fit? Or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Does the high heel fit you?
Look. If I had a glove and I was close enough, I would slap you.
What you got?
I'm gonna shoot a duel right now.
Okay, I'm challenging to a duel.
Eminem albums, old Eminem. That's my secret. It's out. The secret's out.
Okay, well, what I wanted to talk about first is your house trash? Because if it is, I'll pay cash. This was a campaign by a YouTuber by the name of John Williams. People are mad because he made references like this, as well as if you got a crack house, I've got a check for you. Something along those lines. I didn't fully remember the second one. But yeah, I remember if your house is trash, I'll pay cash. And so people got really mad at him because he's in Detroit just talking about people like, hey, if your house is trash, I'll basically buy it from you and you can get out of here and go somewhere. Not sure where, but somewhere else. And people, man, they wrote to their local mayor and they got one of his billboards taken down. But I think this is good. Yeah, in Detroit. They were that mad that their shitty houses were being called out for being shitty houses.
I think that might be a little bit of a fault. Never mind, you go ahead. I ain't finished, my bad.
No. Finish landing.
Oh, it sounds like it might be a little bit of, I won't say false propaganda. I'm sure people do feel that way. But wouldn't it suck if somebody was doing that for people that's already got, everything in control, all nice and tidy the way they like it up there? It's almost like he's disrupting the status quo. It's just whatever.
Now, if you saw what color John Williams is, you know exactly which one it is. I'm not saying he's a Drake fan, but he's lighter than Drake.
So is he Asian?
No, he's white.
Okay, but I asked this question twice. You keep just leaving me in suspense. I'm like, what is this question mark for?
No. There's no question mark. He's a white man. People are offended because it's a black city.
I personally think Detroit is trying to do a full-blown gentrification project. I don't know if y'all been to the Detroit airport, but when you think of Detroit and then you get to that airport, you would not think those two match. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even know they let them fly.
Have an airport.
Exactly. I had a layover one time, and I told my wife I'm expecting it to be the worst. And it is a beautiful, well-cleaned, efficient fucking airport. And outside of like some of the things like that, where they're pushing people out of like the neighborhoods and they got all those abandoned buildings, I think it's now officially coming into fruition because I remember reading a passage on those. Oh, y'all go to hoods and y'all see like the abandoned storefronts, old brick and mortar buildings and everything, and nobody's doing nothing with those. And they found out that some of those are owned by the same person, and they're purposefully waiting for the community to leave so they could then return it all down.
Yeah, like legal liquidation, you know what I'm saying? But profitable.
So all my friends that I know in Detroit, it's the worst place ever.
No. It's his parts. They're doing it. It's the same way they did the west side of Atlanta. It just takes about 10, 15 years.
Correct.
Oh, no, I just like ragging on Detroit. I know too many people.
Everyone does. Everyone does. Detroit is a shithole, but it's slowly becoming a decent city.
It was a black mecca at one. when they took
It
all them, they
was,
had
and then once they took all them,
Those,
once they
those
took all them
sound good.
jobs,
dumpster. How you pull up to a dumpster? A 5-story trailer park. I hate Detroit so much. It's a piece of shit, especially Dearborn. I'm saying this for anybody I know in Detroit, just so when they listen to this, they can be reminded that I hate them and I hate Detroit. Ain't nothing to do
look,
with you.
man,
This is the thing.
Detroit,
hold on,
Cleveland is one
Dearborn.
of our Cleveland and Detroit are two of our biggest listening cities, man. You can't just be dissing Detroit like that.
Fuck Detroit.
First
And
and
then
Now
when
hold
you
foremost,
listen to Joe Budden,
the
fuck you,
question
sir.
is
You
this: how do
over
you
here
fight
talking.
against gentrification?
How do you find
Huh?
what?
How do you fight against gentrification? Or does it
you,
Uh,
you,
well, the easiest way to fight against gentrification is have two-parent households, but y'all niggas don't like that. So I don't know if there's a
hey,
way for I
go to
don't know if
hell.
there's a way for you. I don't know if there's a way for y'all to fight
You-
against gentrification when y'all don't want to have two-parent households.
I stand atop the hillside, being the only one amongst my comrades with no blood on my ledger. For I have birthed no children, nor killed them in
all the things I did for the black community. You see this mixed child in my backseat? Go to hell.
I mean, yes, we do see the mixed shot in your backseat
Oh,
but
somehow.
how,
you're the only one that
Breeding
consider him mixed.
is
When
us.
you put
I
three
am
niggas,
breeding double
3/4
agents.
of a nigga, that makes him a nigga.
He got a
I'm
three-fifth. He got three-fifths a nigga, right? He got
times have
three-fifths a
changed.
nigga.
yeah,
You
I think
know
you're
how
the only one that
valuable these hybrids are. My wife gets told so much stuff that they don't know that her black side is offended by.
I mean,
bro. I'm trying to tell you, but you got a full nigga. I don't know why you think that. You say that a lot, but we over here thinking you full nigga. I'm just letting you know. Unless you got a blonde hair one.
You say, let's say you're
Your wife,
blonde.
your wife just got to, if they, unless it's a big
They
bitch, then
think
I understand.
they actually
that's a
think she's
big
Asian.
bitch.
That's the thing.
I'm
They
just
actually
saying, like,
think
as
she's
far as
Asian.
I knew, she was light skinned until you said something different. Wise, like I just thought she was light skinned until you said something. Like she's a Negro to me.
Hey, but the black people can see the black side of her. White people don't for whatever reason.
Because they don't want to see. They don't
Oh,
I
that's
don't
want
know
because
to
they
why.
don't
see.
see color, my brother. They don't see color, my brother.
She got this like Clark Kent Superman on white people.
Can I just
Oh,
tell
you
y'all
see,
it's 68 degrees in Atlanta and I'm in heaven. Feels so good outside.
Nigga,
I was
why
about
you
to
Oh,
say,
you
keep
like getting
flexing
your
on
duck
people?
sick, bro? You ain't
You
even
know
know
by
about
the
that.
time this episode comes out, bro, it's really gonna be 68 degrees.
oh,
Oh,
dang,
feels
60
so
degrees. That's different in Atlanta.
All right.
That's crazy.
But in closing of your topic, I think they're trying to work out through the gentrification process because
What you
Detroit's
been
been
doing?
trying to gentrify for like 40 years now. From when they even moved the
Been,
Detroit Pistons out of Detroit,
what?
good.
Oh, that one lady, isn't she from Dearborn? One of the squad members?
Auburn and something like that.
Yeah,
Is it
something like
something
that.
like I think
Yeah,
she's from Dearborn. Because I remember they were mad at them for not voting for Kamala. And I'm actually
they
still
moved
with
into
them.
they moved into a good a nice white rich area.
Nah, but they on code. Because a lot of people I'm noticing as far as time goes by, they're just like, well, you said it would be bad, and they said she's gonna run for president again. I'm just like, in my mind, you lost to somebody we knew was gonna be bad. You're not gonna win. Don't run again.
Well,
Don't
hold up.
run.
The CIA, that guy who worked for the CIA came out and said
Hey,
she won.
She did
She
win,
won.
according to the CIA, bro.
They did an
Yeah.
audit and apparently she won. But
hey, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. We in it already. It's here. It's too late. I ain't with
Huh,
the shoulda,
dang.
coulda, wouldas unless you
I knew
gonna
she
do
was.
what we all want you to do. I'm just waiting for the news line, man. Donald Trump is passing everything except away.
Hey, you gonna
Gas.
stop talking about Donald Trump passing away, all right? This man he's literally fighting for his life on this in the real streets, man. And that's not even really the big story that you need to be talking about. The topic we were supposed to transition to, if you look at the ledger, the thing that I wrote out for this episode is the T-App saga, my brother. The
Yeah,
T-App
you talking?
no,
saga.
Yeah, no.
no, nope.
Yeah, man, the
Let it,
T-App
let it,
saga, bro. It was one of the best of times. It was the worst of times. It
just let
was
it be.
women. Nah, man, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So, of course, we know the writer's been underneath a rock, so he doesn't know what the T app is. But essentially, the T app is an app where women are allowed to anonymously rate men
Oh,
and talk shit about them anonymously. But
It
they
was
gonna put
supposed to
all
be
these
for
men's
women's
names
safety.
out.
It was supposed to be for women's safety, Riker. It was not
Yes,
designed
I'm
for
glad
women's
that you
safety.
brought that up because the app was designed by a white man who wanted pictures of women and their IDs. And within 2 weeks of the app being out,
No,
hold on,
no,
hold
no, no, no. So I knew you were gonna tell this, Rona. App's been out for 2 years.
So the app's been
2
out
years.
for 2 years, and it only got
Yes.
traction in the last month.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Yes. It's been out for
Okay,
2 years. And they built
Hey,
this
hey,
so
hey, y'all don't know what rebranding is.
no, let him tell it. He since he didn't want to talk about it, but now he wants to tell the story. Tell the story.
the app's been out for over 2 years. All right. In the past 2 months, 3 months, it's got a lot of traction. And within that traction, it was hacked because they didn't turn on security settings inside of Amazon. Now, the first hack was easy user data, supposedly old user data, but the most recent hack stole messages in between other girls about dudes that they were having privately up to this year. So women are losing their mind, and on Reddit, no, not Reddit, 4chan, 4chan users hacked it, and the 4chan users also, once they hacked it, they made a app um, to rate the users who were rating other people. And so
All I
you can
gotta
see
say
all
is
of
that's
them
God's plan. That's God's plan right
enjoy.
there.
They were pretty ugly.
I mean, yeah.
wait, were they pretty? Hold on, I'm not gonna be a part of this. You almost got me.
Now, dang it, we had the perfect setup there, Black Libertarian. Your check is in the mail, my brother. Your check is in the mail. All of this to get Sham to get involved, and we almost succeeded. That's good enough. That's a win. A win is a win. But yeah, the women who were on there were pretty googly.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't that sound just about right?
I mean, not just does it sound just about right, but when you see like there was a guy who made a TikTok about this because a woman put him up there because he didn't want to date her. And she said, "Is it a red flag? Like, this guy's got to be gay." And then he showed, because one of his homegirls was like, "Yeah, how they did you was absolutely dirty." She showed like women like rating him and saying he's gay and all these other things. So then he comes out with the TikTok like, one, I'm not gay, but I don't mix my money with my honey. And then women still called him gay for that. So I don't know how you're going to win that one, my brother, because you kind of lost the moment you decided that you were going to make a reaction video after your homegirl already showed you, they calling you gay. Don't worry about that. It's people on the internet. People on the internet think all kinds of ignorant things. And we got a whole nother whole nother segment that's gonna be just like this about the Hodge twins on the back half. But for the
Ooh.
T App
Oh, are
saga,
they gay now?
oh no, they're not gay, but they got their Negro wake up call, and it was beautiful, my brother. It was beautiful. But yeah, the T App, all I see the T App is bitter people got the bitter desserts. They're just desserts.
Such the stuff. I guess this is another example of how we kind of over portray the vulnerability of women. Or I guess the purity of them. Yes, they are vulnerable, but no, they are not above any type of
Women are the most dangerous
malicious.
beings on this earth.
Yeah,
Especially
more
white ones.
black women have killed black people than anybody else. Black women have killed more black people than any other black person or any other white
Why are we
person.
considering black women? This was
I
our
remember this
opportunity to go
TikTok.
after white women, and you went straight after the black women. You spit
Now,
shame on
Kush
your.
I'm
is going
just
through the
saying
black
that they're
women.
murderers.
He doesn't like them.
You just went straight black.
He went straight
They're
for the black
serial
women.
murderers. When are
We
we going to
love
talk
black
about the
women over here.
murdering epidemic in the black community? I love black women, but they're murderers. And they're the all-time
There's-
high murderers in our community.
Look, man, you're gonna leave black women alone, all right? She needed that abortion for the 14th time. Abortion is murder. Don't care how you
It's
feel
their,
about it.
don't acknowledge their downfalls without acknowledging the past and the centuries of brainwashing that led to it.
Nobody brainwashed them into having abortions. Don't you lie up here
No,
in our
I'm not
faces.
talking about.
Mm.
Hey,
I'm
I've
talking
got a
about.
pull,
Look,
guys. I'll call y'all back.
Let me
Peace.
drop this bomb and dip.
He dropped the fifth bomb and dipped out.
on Wikipedia right now. See,
He's on Wikipedia right at this exact moment. But at the
it's
same time,
aggravating.
Sham, what were you gonna say? Because you had something for the my remark about abortions and women being accountable.
Oh no, I mean, technically everybody kind of got fucked into that one. We blame them for that, but that was there's blame there to be taken, yes, on both sides. But
What did
it's
I
not just like
do?
it's not just that
Life starts
women
with two
became
people.
whores overnight.
I blame all of that on the writer.
It was a breakdown of the black household. They were taking us like
It
left and
was
right.
definitely the
Just
writer.
That's
The
like,
writer's the reason why we have a breakdown in the black household because the
I
writer won't date women based on
wait,
some not objective
wait.
reasons.
We're not acting like black people are really messed. These people are crack babies, bro. Like that's why
Yeah,
they're crack babies. Like we're gonna have to wait a generation or two to fix it, but these are crack babies. So you get little
some
kids like Kodak Black and stuff. Like
Hey, you gonna leave Kodak Black when you see him. He's white. You gonna leave that
Blame
man
Shannon Sharp.
alone. Oh, Shannon
Shannon
Sharp is a
Sharp was.
problem of. Go ahead.
Oh, he's just a he is a
Jordan,
black man who
Jordan
has forgotten himself and gotten so far away from that fact
Oh,
that he I think sometimes he
lost
wears a
hundreds
different
of millions
skin.
of dollars. He's lost
On the other
hundreds of
side,
millions
I
of
mean,
dollars.
he's also he plays a caricature on TV, and I think he thinks that everyone else is aware around him that he puts that mask on and then takes it off,
correct.
and he don't realize that they see him with he's the mask don't matter to them. He's just a nigga.
Y'all suck,
Right.
especially Riker. Riker sucks. Just because I had audio problems and I couldn't speak back, didn't think I was going to speak back. You suck. You suck. It's not my fault that these people having trouble. These females having trouble
These
getting out
people.
there, and it's bullshit.
You
Racism.
gonna blame black women for your own in undesire of them?
Bullshit. And yes, I am.
You're blaming black women. Jesus
I
Christ.
am. I am. Right.
See,
Right. And
Sam,
you become
we
attractive.
we had the
Right.
wrong villain
I
here. We thought it was
I
Black
respect the
Libertarian.
double down.
It's the writer. It's the writer.
Always was.
I
Always was.
respect the double down.
All right. So it's just the smart people here now.
That's
American
racist.
Eagle. I know. Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Question: Who is that? I've heard that. I've talked to him on timeline a couple times. I don't know that fucking name, and I'll be honest, I'm not gonna look it up.
Sydney Sweeney is a kind of okay looking white girl that white guys love.
Okay, irrelevant. My bad.
We need more pictures. This is not enough. She looks
Oh
too
I
shit,
just
kind
you're
sent
right.
for it, but we
one.
need a body. We need a body pic.
She's a regular white girl. You ain't seen the. Oh, that's right. Of
She's
course
a
you
regular
The
haven't
white
seen
girl.
it.
screen is
Blue
like, I need
eyes.
more.
Blue eyes. They look
Hey,
nice.
hey, what's the take? What's the
Here's her
she's a
from
basic
the.
looking white bitch. There's nothing special about her. But what racism did
Yeah,
she
she's
do?
basic. She cute. I give she cute.
I
You
get
think
it.
she's
I'm
cute?
just
You
saying,
think?
what
You
racism
think
did she
she's
do though?
cute?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
She
no,
cute.
did racism.
partic-
She did a
participate.
racism.
No,
She did a
she
racism.
participated in the. She has great genes thing, and she was saying that about eugenics. She was basically saying that her genes are the only genes that are great, and also she wears jeans.
Was she
Yeah,
using
I
the
mean,
double entendre?
Her genes
she'll
aren't
say
the only
that,
genes that are great.
but
I hate to
she
break it
won't
to her.
run the fade though, so it don't matter. It's just like when somebody
How
talking
old is she?
outside because
How
she's
old is she?
She is 27.
What does her mother look like, and what does her grandmother look like?
all right.
That's
I
really the
Nigga,
mean,
ultimate question.
I'm not
yeah,
doing that level. I'm not doing
No,
that
you don't
level
have
of
to do
detail
that,
for
but
you.
I'm making a point. She's saying that her genes are great. Her genes are great means that it's been proven through generation that she looked good in her older age, not she looked good when she's 20 something. Like if her mother looks good and her mother's are 40 or 50s, like okay. If her grandmother
All
looks
right.
good and her grandmother is like 70,
I also
80,
need to.
man,
I
you
also
got
need
good
to.
genes.
Writer. I need to calm you down slightly because remember, she's not the one making this. It's American Eagle. You know that kind of okayish kind of gene brand that people used to kind of mess with in like the early 2000s slash 90s.
you
They're the
know that
ones
was
who
white
decided to
people.
do
Poor
this.
black people have no idea about that shit until we got them movies like fucking Bring It On and shit like that.
So are you saying they sneak this and eugenics out here? Well, not sneak this and eugenics, but sneak this and by putting eugenics out here and double entendres?
Yeah, they putting the Jennings out here with double entendres and acting like we didn't know what they were doing. And then they even said, you know what, we're not going to apologize. And it's like, you know what? On one hand, I appreciate your racism because at least now I know not to mess with you guys. On the other hand, how dare you? How dare
I,
you?
I I've gotten to the point where I mean it's not a surprise it's there. I don't expect them to apologize. I think it doesn't bother me anymore because what the fuck are we gonna do? We don't even spend money with them like that. So that's one of them brands that ain't even supported by black people heavily.
I mean, you're 1,020% right, but they had the audacity to be like, "What do you mean people aren't going to buy our stuff now?" It's like, buddy, like you kind of just came out and said what you said, did what you did. So, well, we were just making it, bro. We saw the eugenics play before you could even really like do it. Like you can't pretend like we don't know what you're doing here.
Is this really the time for that to be as big of an issue as it would have been like in previous years? I feel like if anything, this might have more of a rubber band effect for them. They could have like an entire party unified behind them. And you got to remember again, it's not like we were really in there to begin with. So it's just going to
Did
be the
you
liberal.
did you not see that that Jubilee recent string episode?
Look,
Which
man.
one? There was one that had to do
Not the
who's
one with,
an
with the Indian,
immigrant.
I forgot his name, but yeah, the Cambridge grad Indian dude that went against all of the current new gen MAGA, and that's
Oh,
why
right one.
I
Oh,
say
yeah, they were
that,
losing their minds.
yeah, that's why I say at this point, man, like I ain't even gonna call it an upstream battle, uphill battle. It's kind of a them versus us kind of thing. We gotta wait till 2028 for the Civil War, whatever hell that's gonna look like. I just and what do I care about this famous white bitch and her not so expensive clothing? Like they it's out there, man. It's here. It's here. We literally gotta wait to 2028 to see if we gonna win or lose. And I ain't talking about the election, motherfuckers.
This man said he's playing the long con. Cool. Anything else about that before I move on to the next thing?
I'm gonna move on. Don't need to give them more attention to this. This is blasphemy.
This man said this is black. Well, you pretty much gonna hate the next topic, Ryder.
Shoot.
Fine black women are finding out that Hispanic men only date them to use them for stuff.
Oh, I need to hear more about
Hold
this.
on.
What's the anecdotal stories on this one?
Uh,
So basically, a bunch of black women on, of course, are black women. They decided to put out there, or sorry, are black ladies, because I was one of the black people on Reddit originally, so I'm part of all the OG communities. But they had a really big thread about a week ago, where people are like, "Beware, y'all! Some people are evil." And basically, it's this Hispanic guy, and the black girl found out that he's like, I thought dating a black woman would come with more benefits. This bitch ain't got money. And they're like, oh, how can you say that, girl? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, because he is telling you what he wanted to get out of the relationship. Like, I don't know why people just like, they'll hear people say what the person thought of them and they're, how could he think that? Like, he was never in it for anything else. Why did you think this was going to be something else? Here's just adding to the list of photos that are going down today of just like, the black woman here because she was high key pissed about this. Now, girl is pretty cute. I'll give her that.
this random white girl.
No, this is a black girl.
I definitely
She
ain't got
just
those
met.
pictures.
No, I just hit it twice. Oh, it didn't hit the first time. Um, yeah. You see the black girl now? Again,
Mm.
she's a cute black girl. She's throwing Kenny out there, but I mean, hey,
I
bro, you was the
mean,
sacrificial. You sacrificial lamb for this one.
Yeah, she is
well,
cute. She cute.
I think it might just some people might not consider is that the image uh kind of caught on outside of the culture. Like, what if what is it? Reed is always talking about how black man is like the picture of masculinity. So then, if it's black woman and it's not, I mean, because there's positive and negative connotations and views for every culture, race, whatever you want to say. What if the ones for black women is that they are the boss bitches? They always got money,
Mm-hmm.
The quote unquote Nicki Minaj, Beyonce archetype.
right?
Who else? I'm trying to think of someone that's not like that kind of celebrity, but like here in Atlanta, it would be
Oprah.
like that one girl who was in that group, had an old lady gang restaurant. They kind of love
Be
her.
Simone.
No, she was in that thinking group. I don't know her name. I'm sorry to you, but
Yeah, man,
She
we
was
know
in
you
the
got
singing
stuff
group.
going on.
old lady gang.
Candy.
No, no, no. Yeah, Candy. They love her. I don't get it. Oh,
They
but
love her
I guess
because she's the perfect amount of black, well, also the
yeah.
She's a
perfect amount
freak.
of, that too.
Femininity.
She got that sex show that she tours with. They nasty. That's what it is. They want to be dominated. She has a dominatrix tour.
She does have a
Oh,
dominatrix tour. Again, that's a very big fetish by white and Hispanic men.
Hispanic men
Huge
can run
fetish.
over Latin women, but they can't run over a black woman. That's why they like it.
I'm like,
You know,
oh,
I've
she won't
heard
let me
these
just.
exact same things on both sides. I'm gonna pull out of this
Oh,
one.
you think you think you
Yeah.
think it's somewhere in the middle?
No, I'm just saying. I'm from a place where it was pretty much half black and Latino, and like one random white person. That was it. Well, white people were more something I saw on TV than anything else. I was very used to being around Hispanic people and saw the differences between them. And like a lot of the shit we're saying kind of sounds like the same shit they were saying. And it's like, oh, is this a is there a child in danger?
Sorry about that. We just got an Amber Alert here in Georgia.
Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about now. Whatever Reed was saying was probably right.
Don't get Reed nothing, bro. Don't get Reed not a dang thing. Plus, he's muted right now because he's doing some stuff.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
no, he was talking about how he grew
All
up
right,
around
what
black and
happened?
Hispanic women, and
You was
Right,
right.
don't get that one white poking person.
that wasn't Reed. That was White Collar Suge.
Oh no, but I thought Sham was talking his story, and he was like he grew up
That was
with
Sham.
black and
Yeah, that
Hispanics
was Sham
only
talking about that.
together,
That
and like
wasn't
one
me.
token white person, and
Exactly.
then
No, I'm pretty
That's
sure
what I.
that was White Collar Shook.
oh, that
No,
was
was
oh
Sham.
my
that
bad.
was Sham. That was Sham.
That wasn't
Don't
me.
That
let
was
Sham
Sham. So
fool
you're
you.
right.
Don't let Sham fool you like that, bro. Sham knew you wasn't paying attention close enough. He was like, "I got you."
Um,
But
What's
no,
going on
it
anyway?
was
Finish the story.
nah, bro. You good? You good? You good? You good? You good?
All I was saying was that I've heard this exact argument reversed like 10 years ago and then reversed again 5 years before that. And it's just funny. It just depends on who you're seeing. Because you got to say, all right, one thing to consider is you said black women. How many black women was it? Is it just that it was a couple of pretty girls who realized that they were stupid and they happen to be Latino? Like what are the numbers here? Because if they can hop on the forum and start talking about it, they will. So you really got to have some solid numbers behind that. Otherwise, you just got some loud bitches who want to be seen, and those are a dime a dozen.
I mean, it's
Where is
roughly, I'd
the
say,
data?
it's roughly 200 women here.
But do
Ooh.
they all have a story saying that I dated a Hispanic dude and the Hispanic dude was like, you know what? I had to pay for this and pay for that and pay for that. And I'm the one that paid and they mainly paid for the dates and paid for this and paid for that. And then he used me for my money. Like, if you
Well,
can
no,
have
the
100 of
Hispanic
those
men aren't
stories, not be
always
like,
using it
I,
for their money. It's just that they're just now discovering that people use people for things. Kind of like how women will
So
let a
these just
guy
dumb
take.
bitches, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not a Hispanic thing. It was only 200. 200 dumb bitches realized they was dumb bitches today, but they gonna blame Hispanic men.
You gotta
What does it
let
matter
them.
if it's a Alaskan dude who comes along and does it next year? Ain't she still the same dumb bitch? Start making better choices. It's in my.
This is gonna be subjected under start making better
ultimately,
choices.
what I'm hearing is that these black ladies, these black lovely chocolate ladies do not like being used and abused. This is what I'm
No,
hearing. Like,
that's my point though. It's only 200 of them. These are pretty dumb bitches. This is not all women. It's 200 of them across the country who happen to get on this one website to share their
Not
little
even necessarily
stories.
across the country. They could be across the world. One of these women, she's in UK, and the other one's in Canada.
These are not even the same calibers of Hispanics, bro. That's what I'm saying. These are just random stupid bitches.
but see, here's my issue, right? Like, how do you think men feel? Like,
They
you
don't ever
love
ask that
being a
question, man.
man.
Why would you ask that?
Because, you know, when men have the money and they keep paying for shit, and the woman's like, you know what? Oh, thank you. And then, you know what? You're done. I'm done using you. Moving on to the next dude. Like, what is that man supposed to feel? He's supposed to feel nothing because he's just a piece of entity that's out there just to serve women and make sure that they're dolled up in their fucking lives. Like,
Yes, don't you realize that yet, sir? You're
welcome
supposed to be out
to
here
what men
serving women.
feel.
You're
Just
supposed to be
serve
serving
it.
women. I'm totally not being sarcastic. Totally not being sarcastic. The sky is green. Just for comparison. That's how you know I'm not being sarcastic. The sky is green.
Look, I think you got to support each
The
other and shit. 'Cause,
Hippocratic
you call
system.
times you
Ah,
and your bitch, whatever, your girl, your woman, your lady, and shit. She might have to help out a little bit more. And that's a real relationship. But we keep talking about this like one side's supposed to be a whole lot better. We ain't doing nothing but pushing the rock in the wrong direction.
I mean, we are pushing the rock in the wrong direction as a culture because uh telling women to go through their man's phone ain't gonna do nothing because most of these guys are slick enough to have two phones. And even if they don't have two phones, they smart enough to put stuff inside of lock and key. Like, what's wrong with y'all? It's like y'all, this is y'all first time on this planet, and you making it the worst time on the planet.
I think niggas historically probably don't want to put in that much effort. It's the couple dudes that's doing that. Not saying that some dudes don't regularly. Actually that's exactly what I'm saying. I think you got some who have done it, and then a
Yeah,
smaller percentage of ones who do it all the time.
I've never heard a
Yeah,
dude
they
who
got
did it
systems.
worth it. Is it worth it? Anybody? Is it worth it? That's your question. Is it worth it?
Yeah, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
I
Crickets.
can't. It just feels.
I've
It
never met.
feels like I had to deal with more shit than I would have to otherwise. And
Most people I know do it out of a sense of duty, but they'll never say it's worth it. It's just like who I am or what I think I'm supposed to do. But the question is it worth it? And that one right there, I guess you'll answer that when you're about to die.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Man, me too. I was looking at this guy who was simping in Nigeria, and it's like, bro, just cut the girl off.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, my mom does not like Nigerians. Just found this out.
Oh man,
Oh, there's a story. There's a story.
tell her she's
Why?
definitely
Why
invited to
is she a
the
believer
wedding.
in this?
Tell her
I
she's
know a
definitely
guy who
invited to the
didn't.
wedding.
I know a guy who didn't either at one time. He said don't trust him. I'm not gonna say his name.
Hey, all I gotta say is invite her to that wedding. We would love to have her as a guest.
Oh, she don't get me wrong. She's nice enough, but oh man, she has finally found her way to like black internet, and it's just been like a fucking roller coaster. I haven't even spoken to her today. Anyway, so recently she's been on Tariq Nasheed kick and sending me his videos. I'm like, Mom, come on. Random Dr. Umar thing. She's like, oh my God, all this, all that. She's like super uh, Democratic Party.
Oh, she's mad. Is she mad at him?
So,
Because he.
so wait. She
F-
is on for Dr. Umar even after the latest thing where he said "f black women" because that one girl supposedly stole all his money.
She don't keep that close. She's not like on it.
she
This
knows
is
that
all
he's
new
a.
to her, so she's got toes and everything. I just let her talk sometimes.
Does she like him or
Um,
does she?
Tariq Nasheed or Dr. Umar?
Tariq Nasheed.
She likes Tariq Nasheed
You know he's not like
about
super
some
Democrat.
stuff.
Okay, yeah, he's not. He's not with the Democrats. That's
No,
right.
he's
My
not.
mom's more like an old
He
school
was
Democrat. Like,
okay.
you can still have conversations about stuff. Just do you actually have?
They don't even
Cause
want you to
yeah,
talk about it
and
because they say as
and
soon as you say
recent
you're not a Democrat, they be
Nah,
like,
she's
you're
not
not.
one of them.
yeah, because
Because
in recent years I've been coming more going back to Professor Black Truth because Tariq Nasheed, there's just too much around
He's
him.
a bit performative.
oh,
Well,
I know a guy.
we know it was all performance to begin with. But what
Well,
I'm
he's a
saying
bit of
is,
a grifter to some extent, to be honest with you. But
well,
I, I,
I'm
he
gonna go.
is a grifter, but he's pretending. Well, no, sorry, he accuses the other side, ADOS, of being grifters, both Tone Talks and the gay black woman who was part of it. And they point out things with him. He point out things with them. O'Shea, Duke Jackson actually had a pretty good breakdown of it, and the whole thing. And it was just one of those things where it was like, yeah, you got a pretty good point. Um,
Adolf's grifters too. Because in the end, they don't really.
no. We know Adolfs are grifters. The difference here is I feel like Adolfs are grifters with a purpose for their grifting, whereas I don't know what Tariq Nasheed's like. We know what Dr. Umar is. He just wants to never have to work a day in his life. That's what his grift is about.
You talking
With
about
Tariq
Gerald?
Nasheed, no, we're talking about the fake school. We know that Tariq
I was saying the
Nasheed.
nigga's first name. I wouldn't call him a doctor.
Oh well, he's really just brother Umar. He's not really a doctor. I don't care what he has to say about some degree in the place, and he's never practiced.
That
Um,
one claim to be one.
the thing about Tariq Nasheed is it's crazy that you have all these opinions and you married a white woman. Like, I'm sorry, bro, I can't take it seriously. You married a white woman. You
How does
married a
that
white
work
woman.
though?
I don't know. That's the other part that people point out all the time when they have like things with Tariq Nasheed. They're like, bro, you married a white woman. Like, how are you so pro black? And like, how do you get up
Oh,
from the
you
morning?
said you said that they can be a part of it. You said a
No.
comparison.
I think he can be part of the movement. I just don't think that he should be part of the forefront. And that's
He's
something
not
that
in the front. He says all the time he's not the leader of this shit. He says,
no, he says he's not the leader of the shit, but he is the only leader for his shit.
no, he's not.
The
Man. He's under the same B1 kind of. They're all in the same kind of.
I know, but I'm saying FBA. He is the proponent, the craftsman. He's trademark FBA. You can't say I'm not the leader, but nobody can bring up FBA without legally you condoning it.
I don't know if he's trademark FBA. That's something I don't know about.
No, he trademarked it. He's trademarked FBA. He made sure because he learned after getting pushed out the ADOS thing. He learned that you got to get your trademarks right. Because that was part of why he was so why he wanted to basically ether them was because they basically pushed him out and said, "We own this. You can't touch it." And he was like,
All right,
"All right."
because Ados is one of those people you can distract with LGBT issues, and he doesn't let that distract him. But Ados,
Well, the ADOS only gets distracted with LGBT issues because what's that girl's name? Dang, it was on the
yeah,
tip of my tongue. But yeah, the one of the main leaders, she is also a lesbian, so that's part of the
Right.
which is pretty funny because she was also married to a white man. So I guess what goes around for our leaders now, they all just married to white people, but they so pro black,
What's her
except for
name?
Tone
Alice
Talks.
Cooper or Alice
What?
Walker, the one who did Purple, the color purple. At the time, she was married to a white man,
Yes.
but it's supposed to be a pro black woman movie.
Yeah. It's that's the part that's so crazy. So many of these people are so pro this, pro that, but
Like Black Lives Matter, and we always pointed when they kicked that dude out that this these niggas could be sold out because I think we've had lesbians on here before, and now I was asking them the same question: are you pro black or pro LGBT? And they always say both.
Yvette
But generally,
Carnell, that's her name, Yvette Carnell.
Yvette's a lesbian.
Yeah, Yvette's a lesbian, which she was previously married to a white man.
Oh, Yvette or Yvette? There's two of them. I
Yvette.
think Yvette.
No, no, it's Yvette, but it's spelled with a Y.
Okay,
Even what?
Yvette Carnell.
I think I follow
Hold
her
on, I'm
on.
listening to my
And
conversation.
and Antonio Moore. They're the creators of ADOS. And Tone actually he's had a series of videos that are starting to sound more in line. Not a series. I think he's been talking about like this for a while. He's not great with like live calls and stuff. I think he needs to work on that. But he's had a great series of kind of conversations about stuff. Because most recently he was talking about how black people think that they're going to get all this great stuff from all these immigrants getting pushed out. And he's like, really, you're not. Things are going to continue mostly status quo, and things will actually kind of get a little bit shittier for you and your community. It's like, that's a
I
more
disagree
reasonable
with
take.
him on that. I
Okay. What do
disagree
you
with
think
him
is
on
going
that.
to happen with all
I
these
I
immigrants get kicked out?
Not what he's saying.
Yeah, but
I don't
what do you
100%
think is
agree with
going to
what
happen?
he's saying.
Because
Just
generally speaking, the second class citizens before they came over here were black people. So I mean, it's just a fact of osmosis. So I don't understand how you can even listen to that and be like, oh, okay.
where are those black people now? Is my point.
Oh, they're replaced by Hispanics. Like you remember, you had that carpenter that was cheap and stuff back in the day.
No,
The
I got
question
you.
is, do
I'm
they?
saying, but where are they now? That
Um,
essentially was kind of wiped out. So like,
because typically
who's in a
they
position
come and
to
go
drop
because
their
like
places?
they're still
Like,
here. Like typically, you learn from your father those trades and they pass them down. So we would
Hmm.
say they're still here, but remember, he too expensive, man. He be tripping like stuff like that. The question is, when they get more business, do you build more people like that? And it just happens through osmosis. It'll take a couple years, maybe 5, 10 years, and then you'll have more people getting into those fields. But immediately, probably not. But like long term, yeah. But I don't
that's
think
what I
this
said.
is
It
a
was
long
gonna be
term
like
project.
it's gonna be kind of shitty short term, and I don't think it will be allowed to come to
They're not gonna
fruition
get rid
like
of all
that.
them people, bro. That's just the truth of it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what we. Okay, yeah. Because if he like he act like he was gonna get 10 million, and let's be realistic with that number. It'd probably be less than a million, if
Yeah,
that.
exactly. If that getting kicked out of the country, because there's enough different ways for people to end up staying here. Plus, on top of that, enough people are just going to leave and go back
Mm.
because
I
it
know some
really
self
isn't
deportees.
exactly like there's enough different ways for people to manipulate and be able to
I'm saying
stay
that
in the
that's
United
still
States.
just a million people. Like that's not gonna affect it generally. Like, so we're in the
Well, then
same
I
realm.
think that yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you can agree with that thing that Tom was saying. But the other thing they talked
Mm-mm.
about is like the top 10% of America is white and they have all the wealth. It's not just about the billionaire class. And he's right about that. But black people always be like, oh no, if we just do this and we get to like,
Mm.
bro, you're still not going to be in this club. It is a white club. It's not about the billionaire class or any of that other stuff.
That's
It's
just the
just
American
about,
dream, though.
I mean, well, no, not the American dream. That's the American nightmare. Because we're not inside the dream. We're not even
Yeah,
considered
I
in the
hear
dream.
you,
Holding
nigga. Good rising and all that shit. You know what the fuck I meant. Bean pie, my brother.
I don't feel it, but I don't feel it, but I know
I
he
don't know. I'm more probably closer to
particular.
Tariq because I think what he says is tangibles, and Tone talks act like he's about tangibles. But if I remember correctly, this nigga was trying to convince me to vote for that Indian woman. I was just like, nigga, no,
I
nigga,
don't
no.
remember it was during that because I pretty much ignored everybody when it came time for that kind of thing because it's like you're not about to tell me who to vote for because none of y'all are actually going to be here no matter what happens.
Look, I know the nigga I voted for would have had this shit upright.
I no, I don't think he was telling you to vote for the Indian woman because he said
Huh?
repackaging Kamala Harris to run for president in 2024 is a disaster, and then he
All right,
talked about the truth behind Kamala Harris and her truancy laws and her running for presidency or running without policy is not going to win. which he was right about that. And then,
Right.
of course, he talked about the terrible
Mhm.
Harris and Trump debate.
Mhm.
According to people, they
I'm not
still voted
surprised.
for it. They thought it was cool.
I mean,
You
no,
feel me?
81% of black people are going to vote Democratic no matter what. But that number is steadily decreasing. If you go back to
Yeah,
like the 90s and you go back to like the mid 2000s, it was closer to like
it's
95.
it's gone down ever since Obama, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Once people realized that hope and change bullshit was just bullshit, people like, yeah, this is not doing things for me.
Yeah, that's what you niggas get for having hope.
I mean, yeah, but people don't want to have that conversation. But not to derail this any
What? Nigga, you
further.
not supposed to agree with me, goddamn.
No, nigga, you're right about that. Like you don't
Uh,
need to have hope. You need to have an idea of like a goal that you're set to achieve. Because the
there was
problem
one
that
thing that
go
Judah
ahead.
said, kind of in reference to hope. If the government's trying to solve it, it's too late. But by the time they know about it, it's too late. So if your hope and change, if it's an acknowledged problem, we all know. If the government finally finds out about it, it's too late. It's already fucked. So
Yeah.
because they've not shown a propensity to do much, especially over the last 30 years, 40 years.
Hey, yo, hey, did you know these motherfuckers was keeping slaves? What?
Oh,
That's
What?
that's I forget what comedian made that thing, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
you're talking about the ones that lived in that basement?
Yes.
Were they slaves, or I didn't know what the fuck was going on with the kids?
No, they were slaves. They were slaves. And they were acting like, can you believe like the most recent example of that was that white family in Florida who had 12 black kids. Sorry, no, 8 black kids, 4 white kids. The white kids were allowed to be inside the house. The black kids had to be outside. And it's like, so y'all just redoing slavery. You just can't let that part of your history go. Then they got arrested and they're like, well, where are all the black kids gonna get sent? Oh, back into the foster system. It's like, so y'all brought them out to bring them into slavery to put them back.
Hey, man, y'all always talk to me about me having a shitty life, and then you just keep coming up with these American versions of people with a shittier life.
Calvin,
What do you want from me?
Calvin, if I
Nigga,
did,
that is not the thing, my brother. That is not the thing. Your
It
life
is told.
is
Ain't
not
that
great.
bad.
But yeah, it's not that bad. But at the same time, don't you compare? Don't you try to find people who had a worse life to compare
he did.
to?
Oh, they went out.
All I'm saying is we need to do something. I wish we could do something for the kids in some way, shape, or fashion, but I
He
know
had
it's
planned on
places
going
that,
out.
yeah, it's planning on going out.
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed. That's what shit. Since you brought that up, remember Roy Williams Jr., the black comedian guy, he was asked on that black girl who thinks that she's all that show, like, oh, what do you have a mess for the kids? Leave. She's like, what do you mean? Like, leave America. Like, you're gonna have to let this next like 20 years play out, this next generation, then you can come back, but leave America. Like as soon as you get your degree, just leave. And she's like, that's your message? He's like, yeah, there ain't nothing, there ain't shit here for black folks. And she got offended. And it was like, yeah, like you asked this man for a real thing. What are you saying is the alternative? Accidentally getting pulled over, or sorry, getting pulled over by a police officer. And when he doesn't provide you with, any form of courtesy or treating like a human being, getting your window punched in and getting dragged out of your car. And then they get mad that the video footage of that came out. It's like, sir, you did it. You're like, how dare you point out this thing that I did? How dare you? It's a problem with your people. Always videotaping everything. So just let us do our dirt in silence. And it's like, why are you even mad at Roy Williams? Like saying, like, given everything going on in America, maybe it's better for kids who have the skills to leave to leave. Like, why are you mad?
Police uphold power. They don't uphold the law.
I mean, it would be nice if police did uphold the law.
They don't.
Unfortunately,
They
we're finding
uphold
out
power.
time. Exactly, we're finding out time to time they don't. And on top of that, let's not even get into the. Remember that movie, The Town? And then people found out the stuff like that goes on in Boston. It's like, come on, bro. You thought The Town was just a movie? Nah, bro. That was them telling on themselves.
Yeah, the policy is white supremacy. That's different.
Correct. But thank you for teaming me up really well here, Reed. So the Hodge twins got their Negro wake up call from an unlikely source. So you may not have heard about it, but there's a white guy in Arkansas who's been raising all this money to have this all white community because he's like, we need to get back to our roots of playing banjo and eating shit outside and other stuff. Basically, all that was just me being hyperbole, but essentially he wants to create a whites only community. He wants to build it up from the ground up. And he's gotten, a lot of different people. Like some people are like, they shouldn't be allowed to do this. And then others of us, myself included, are like, let the white folks have that. Let the white folks have their white only community because I want to know where the crazy white folks are so I can know, oh, you're from that? You're from what town? Yeah, I can't trust you. Yeah, I can't trust you at all. In fact, get off my property. Like, no, you can't hang out with my kids or nothing.
This is
Because y'all likely to steal people and make them into slaves.
I mean, I want to say I don't care, but
and
I do care to a certain extent.
you see
I
why I do.
want them to be monitored because when white people come together and make their communities, like when black people do it, it's just black people. When white people do it, we get shit like Mormons, and we don't
Right.
need no more of them.
Even though the Mormons now, they've been trying to commute very heavily, or sorry, not commute, they've been trying to
Integrate.
evangelize a lot in Africa because they're trying
Oh
to
well,
raise their,
once your company gets so big, you kind of get away from your base values for the sake of profit. But that's just
yeah. Yeah,
capitalism.
it is. Yeah, like the Mormons, they changed their tune entirely. They no longer because I used to have a guy back when I worked in a paint department many years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was a Mormon, and they told me people look like you were the devil." And it was so crazy to me because I had a black friend like who was like in school and he didn't seem like the devil. He wasn't trying to convince me of this and that and the third thing. I was like, so what you're saying is your mind was open and wisdom was chasing you, but you were faster. You couldn't fully make the connection that if they're telling me this, but I know this other thing to be true, then they're telling me lies.
I mean, the
You
nigga
could
was six, to be fair.
that is probably true. That is probably true. But the reason I brought this up is because the Hodge twins have been in the news lately because unfortunately conservatism isn't paying as much anymore. It used to be, and if you're ignorant of this, because I know the writer is, the Hodge twins used to be really big in like gym culture. And then they stopped getting as popular, their skits weren't getting laughed at as much. And so they pivoted into conservatism and they really like threw their whole weight behind it. They got white wives and had multiracial kids and they had all these things and they've been like, look, man, look, I'm a good nigger. I'm a good nigger. I'm a good nigger. And I said it with the heart in for the point so that you can understand what I'm saying. Um, but outside of the reference to the B.O.B. song and that one thing to grab your attention, they really thought that, hey, they've changed. So the same guy who's making the whites only community, they reached out to him and they say, look, man, we're 40% white. Like here's our DNA test. You can see we're 40% white. So could we come to join your community? And he gave them a respectful hell no. We said all white. We don't want no, but our kids would be nope, don't care. Don't care. We don't care. It's all white community. And then
That's solid white.
they had to actually take a pause because they didn't know how to respond to that properly because they're like, well, we respectfully understand. And it's like, no, sir, you didn't get respectfully understood. That guy told you straight to your jaw, you're not one of us. You're not like us.
I
And
mean,
you
you just
thought for
said,
some
hey man, you
reason,
can't come inside. Look, you stay outside. You can't come
exactly,
inside.
that guy was hot.
You know the rules.
And
Come on, man. Don't make me get my
he said,
gun.
exactly, he said, you know the rules, man. Don't let me get my gun. But it was just so funny because the Hodge twins, they've been basically thinking that they're we got all these big fan bases and people love us and they found out no they don't love you. They just like laughing at you. You think they're with you, but they're laughing at you because they keep thinking to themselves, how dumb are these two guys to realize we don't like them at all?
The
Not even
reason
close.
white people like black conservatives and black liberals is for the same reason. You just want to hear your bullshit come out somebody who don't look like your mouth, and so you can believe it even more.
Confirmation bias. Where's the
Correct.
echo chamber?
Hey. He said the words. He said the words. But it was hilarious this week to see them so left
Flabbergasted.
with their flabbergasted jaws all the way open, just like I can't believe it. After all the white men that we've said yes to their BS, you still not gonna let us in the club? He was like,
They even
absolutely
had
not.
didn't they have David Duke on their show?
Yeah, they did.
Yep,
They've
they
had
had David Duke on them. Yep.
They've had every possible white person thinking that if they just give up just a little more of their blackness and just let other guys have sex with their wives, they'll make it into the club. It's like, no, sir. That's not a club for you. They don't like you. And I know y'all have a very black mom because we know what your mom looks like because people looked you up. So, unlike or very much like your white dad, he doesn't exist, and neither do you.
This makes me think about this weekend. I was with my homies out here, and we have his oldest in the house is 13, 14, and he was asking questions about why certain stuff, like why they treat him like this. Like he was literally inquisitive about it, but also kind of wild by the answers. Something even as far as I explained to him the paper bag test, and this makes me think about the high school. He's like, he asked about why did they let some black people in the house. So I said they had to pass the paper bag test. And I explained like how they became, some are light skinned genetically, some aren't. But it's like the high point is never, I think that's the importance of explaining to your kids early on what the history is and what the atmosphere is, and even just certain nuances that we know. A second nature, like don't shield them from everything. Some stuff they need to know, as harsh as it is. We explained to him about buck breaking. We explained to him about how the castration process went when they did to us, how, the sexual assaults and everything. He's a freshman. He about to start freshman year. And none of this stuff is like, he's sitting like, how do y'all know about this? And it was like, it was funny because it was while I was watching our Michael B. Jordan movie, Fahrenheit 541 or 451. And
451, you got it.
451, yeah, he was asking because he was like, why are they burning books? And we was just explaining to him that's where knowledge comes from, or, it helps you, it makes you think, it's inquisitive, all this stuff. And it's just, his dad's all for it. His dad's pro Black and shit. But it's just the fact of the matter of we sometimes forget to like really explain some of this stuff to them at a certain age because you can fuck around and have a Hodge twin because they find out about it later on and they think it's bullshit or they already been affected by the other side to where.
Because in actuality, it is bullshit. It's just the truth
Mhm.
of it.
Yeah. So
Well,
I think it's important, right? And not in the traditional sense. It's just like mention some of this shit and let the kids ask the questions. Don't force feed them because they ain't gonna listen. If they got questions, they're actually interested and then answer it accordingly. Just give them in little spoonfuls. He ended up talking to us for like an hour about shit because he had questions like, why did this? Why that? Why did they do that?
black is not even a real thing. Black is not a, like, if you really think about it. You don't ever see anybody else like corporate designation in their culture.
We explained to him black on black crime. It was like, you ever heard of white on white crime or brown on brown crime? He's like, nah. It's like, exactly, because it's not a real thing.
No, not at all. Especially when all the what are the white guys doing now? Oh, they did that 50, what was it, 50, 1350, and being
Mhm.
like, oh, black people are 13% of the crime, 13% of the population, but they commit 50% of the crime. No, black people, 13% of the population, we get 50% of the arrests. We also make up like 78 or 80 something percentage of the exonerations. And also that's arrest. That doesn't mean that these people are found guilty. It just means that they've been arrested by a cop. And all of
Yeah,
us have been in a moment with a cop where we potentially were going to get arrested because we're black, not for any other real reason. In fact, some of us have been
I've
arrested.
always been arrested.
Yeah, some of us have been arrested and released, and then nothing
Yeah.
ever went to
That's
trial.
how it's part of the catch and release program.
Take the shit to trial, bitch.
At the program, yeah. I think
But
it's all
the
over. They're
no,
kind
go
of
ahead,
Yeah,
Wade.
I've been arrested.
Yeah, yeah. And sorry about that, Sam. But the
Oh,
part
what?
that we need to
Oh,
bring
Sam,
up
you
is
ever been arrested?
Wait, say what?
You say you've been arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can have something. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been caught and released
so it seems like three of
twice.
y'all have been caught and released.
Talk twice. Yep.
Oh, just once, and I was arrested for no reason.
And both
I
times
know.
I was a minor without my parents being contacted.
Yeah, I was a minor. Well, matter of fact, I was 17, so you know how Georgia works.
Yeah, you were a minor. You were a minor without being your parents being contacted, but they thought that you were
Even
not a minor because, of course, you're black, so you
with
don't
the
get the same
attempt
thing.
Well,
with
I
the
don't know
attempt
why they
of
look
being
at all
coerced
black
into
boys
giving a
like they're
confession.
adults.
Attempt to coerce
But
us to something
Because
that we
we're
can do
supposed to
without
be
a confession.
accountable, and it must be beaten into our body.
Yeah, because one thing that still bothers me today is Tamir Rice, and that officer should be killed.
yeah, it should have been. But I feel
I
the
don't
same
even
way
think
about
he went to
Zimmerman.
jail.
Like
Who?
you rolled up Zimmerman, you rolled up on a
Okay,
black boy because he was in your neighborhood, and you started beating on that black boy. And when he started getting the upper hand, you reached for your gun and killed him. If it's a
that's why I
fist
know
fight,
black people ain't serious because that man should be dead. We'll kill
correct.
each other before we kill him. That's why I don't really like in my core like I don't really care about these issues because no Democrat, no Republican ever fixed it, and y'all act like they did. We have a video again. Go watch Tammy Rice and just be like, "Oh, you can record them all you want. It doesn't matter if it's I'm white and I'm say so." Until that goes away, y'all gonna just support the same system. And remember, this shit happened under Obama. I'm just letting y'all know. You're a quote unquote golden president. and he did nothing.
Well, yeah, but black people hate hearing that Obama wasn't the godsend. And let's not even get started about how Obama both
Well,
fixed and hurt the healthcare system,
that
but
bring
nobody
that
wants to have that conversation.
that brings a circular conversation of the problem issues and how accountability is held on both sides. It's just a different form of accountability.
Black Lives Matter started under Obama. I don't think people understand that.
It wasn't as trendy. It was until I don't know
No,
who got made
no,
it
no, no.
trendy.
It was under Obama. It was
No,
just as
I
trendy.
know when it came out. No, it
Yeah, the
wasn't. It
riots,
wasn't 2016 trendy. It was trendy, but it wasn't. And
the
because all
first
the deaths
riots
were
happened
happening.
under him. Wait, like,
Did
what
it?
do you mean?
Did it? I remember he had a lot. It was a lot of black deaths where Black Lives Matter was spending, but I mean spinning. But didn't it like perpetuate even further after Trump and COVID? Didn't it
It
just
kind of
elevate a little
died
bit more?
during Trump. It got bigger under Obama. Most of that stuff, like all those riots, people in the street, a lot of that was under Obama, bro.
Because remember, that's happening in the year of 2016. Now, 2018 was also a pretty big year for riots as
Okay,
well as
that's
other
why I
things
got
that
it mixed
happened.
up because I'm thinking of the
But that
year
wasn't. I
2016
think we give
and
Black
I'm
Lives
pointing
Matter
at the
the
time.
credit for that, but by that time, Black Lives Matter was kind of dead.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't really ever gave Black Lives Matter credit for anything other than giving white people a canned phrase they could say to be like, "Hey, see, this means I
Look,
support you." Not
They
really.
used Black Lives
if
Matter
I'm
in
gonna
the end
be
for you to vote for Democrats, and
if
it
I'm gonna
didn't
be
work.
frank about it, I'm gonna
It's
be real.
political.
Like between the YouTube and Black Lives Matter specific, I use those two because they kind of like rose at the same time. But if it takes a fucking hashtag to create something to happen, and then this mirage of bullshit,
Hold
then
on,
I mean,
wait. What was that guy that died in New York over the cigarette?
Good
Eric
for
Holder.
oh,
It was
No, not Eric Holder.
uh.
It
I
wasn't
thought that
Eric
was Eric Holder.
Brown.
No, Derek
Damn, see,
Brown was in
Eric Gardner. Eric Gardner. Eric
Eric
Gardner.
Gardner.
Aaron Gardner.
Gardner.
Carter. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
is. I'm
that
sorry.
happened under Trump, but all the
Yeah,
stuff before
No,
that,
no, that
like,
happened under Obama. That was 2014. Black Lives Matter's made in
really,
2013.
really? Was that
No, no,
2014?
that was
Can we get a
2014 that he
timeline?
died.
damn.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's the
Well, I
timeline. The
said, there was
That's
a
the
timeline
guy
lot
with the
here.
of
cigarette.
Mike Brown and
Yeah,
Trayvon
That
and
was
all that
Obama.
that's
happened
the
That was
under
cigarette
like
guy.
Obama.
That was
the
under
Obama
Obama.
Obama stuck
Trump
his weak ass up there to my. He look like he'll be my son, and that's how you fought for
Trump
your son. Half-ass
Trump
fight because you want
He
to.
didn't.
So
He didn't
Well,
fight for
hold
his
on. To
son.
be
That
fair, he ain't never had a son.
exactly. And his wife
if he
said
did,
that
he'll
she's
be a
glad.
daughter right now.
Exactly. His wife
yeah,
said
yeah.
that she was glad
He
he
did
didn't
have a
have a
husband.
son.
Damn.
He didn't have a husband.
Oh,
Michelle
Jesus.
that a
Obama
Bro,
was
long
I
a.
don't. Bro, let me ask you a question, bro. We got to use some. If your wife was named Michelle, would you ever call her Michael? I'm just saying.
Again, he
bro.
called his wife Michelle. You're not
I'm
gonna
yeah,
just
do this.
saying.
yeah.
I'm
I
just saying.
I
If
know the
your husband,
family. I know the family. That
uh
is,
huh,
she is
no.
a woman. She's always been a
No, I'm
woman.
not saying she'll want. I'm not. I'm just saying, bro. That always made me go. I'm with you. I don't believe it, but there's no way in hell a slip of a tongue, Michael to Michelle. That's just not gonna happen. Never.
You
And that's
leave
something
his
you can't argue.
you leave his closeted homosexual plaything alone. All right. Michael said he want to stay out of this.
I don't even know how to respond no more.
Well, no,
Exactly,
because
bro.
remember, at
Think
first
about
they're
it.
like Michelle Obama's a man. Then
I
they said
know
no,
the
Obama's gay.
He is gay.
He has a boyfriend that's name is Michael, which is close enough to Michelle.
They said
Like
the
And look
same
at
again,
her
thing about
brother,
Tim
bro.
Duncan.
Her brother
Reed.
look like a weird
Reed.
nigga,
I
bro.
feel like Reed is the most dangerous black man in social media
Bro,
and podcast
he
ask,
history.
already made
just
And
ask me that,
friends. He
no,
already
bro.
made
I
friends.
feel like he is because now I've never met anybody that will make such good intelligent points and also take 3 steps back on purpose. It ain't even unintentionally. He'll do it on
No,
purpose.
fully on purpose. Fully on purpose.
Like it's different when somebody's stupid and they do it, they don't know, but he be like, he'll tell us some real shit. You would literally get us 5 steps up. He's like, I'm gonna take 3 of them steps back
Oh
by
yeah,
saying
somebody
this.
hear that, we're gonna get fired. I'm just saying, bro. If yo,
Okay, all right.
Uh,
I'm glad you said
think
it. I
about
was gonna wait to get it all out
okay.
first. I didn't want to say nothing
think
before.
about would you ever say that? It's just somewhere.
Nah, I'm not gonna confuse my spouse's name ever.
One time I did call my girlfriend by her last name. So we was in the
No,
military. She got real mad at me.
I bet she did. I mean, one time I mistakenly uttered another girl's name, but I'm not gonna
That's
utter
wild. I
a
don't think I've
man's name.
ever. I can't. How does that happen? I just
Oh,
did you close
because
your eyes and
I
forget?
was mad, and I thought about Black Sapphire, and that's the thing that came out.
I don't think of a.
Like we were in the middle of a
Oh, okay,
heated debate, and it was just like, quiet Black Sapphire. And I was like,
that's rough, man. Anyway,
I
when's your
mean,
funeral?
I don't
nigga,
understand that.
this
That was a
this
bash.
would this was like 3 years ago. So I would unless I'm like in Resident Evil 8, where you find out that actually you've been dead this whole time. I'm very much alive. Although he also did have a kid. Maybe I am dead. Because that's always the part
I'm
about
trying to
Resident
help
Evil
my
that
people.
that that falls apart is how you dead but you had a kid, nigga. How you dead but you had a
The
kid?
sperm survives for several minutes after
His
death.
corpse was
No, no,
raped.
no, no, no.
That's what it was.
His body apparently had the ability to still power them sperms. It was like, you know
It
what?
does. It
They
does.
was like,
It's
"Hey, bro, you
known. It's
dead, not us. Just keep us
your
warm. We
muscle
good."
your muscle reflexes are still active, and if a woman takes advantage of you
Well, no,
while
no.
you
Remember,
sleep,
sorry, Resident Evil 7. Once you get through all the stuff, um, you have a kid roughly, I think, 8 months after the game. So still, the timeline doesn't fit because your sperm lasts roughly every 90 days,
look, they
right?
making bad
Ryder?
decisions. Who the hell trying to have kids right
That
outside
sperm.
or near a Raccoon City adjacent location? You are a terrible
He wasn't
parent
in the
for
Raccoon City
procreation.
adjacent location. Resident Evil 7 story is the most normal, I think I'm that dude. I gotta find my wife story ever. It's like a man, his wife goes missing. He puts out stuff searching for her all over. He sees somebody who's like, hey man, doesn't this look like your wife in this little backwards ass town in Louisiana? And he just goes there. And then he breaks
That's rough.
into people's house, just obviously a little B&E. He B&Es in these people's houses, and then he finds his wife locked up, and then he releases her, and then he's going upstairs with her, and then she just goes whole Beetlejuice on his ass, and he's like, damn. And then, like, when he shoots her and he puts her down, he's like, oh no, I murdered my wife. And then she gets back up, and then some weird white guy with this weird mustache comes up and beats the crap out of him. That's when you die, by the way, and then takes you to the main house, and then the rest of the story happens.
All right, cool. I ain't gotta play that game.
Well, the thing about it is, it's actually Resident Evil 7 is actually kind of a sad story because the only reason that guy becomes the monster that he inevitably becomes is because he was out there fishing with his homeboys and he sees this girl floating in the water, and he goes and saves her, and then she infects him with this mold thing and turns into a monster. Just goes to show you that
This is
Don't
this
help
is
white
why
women.
being
this is
nice
why
to
men don't helping you the way
exactly.
that they
This is
used
why
to. We're afraid of
exactly.
diseases
Exactly. Because he's actually shown to be a caring father, a loving husband, all these things, and
for the
everything
monster.
changes because he decided to help one girl. He just became a monster.
It's really a story about um, celibacy. All right.
Exactly.
I'm not one to play these games, but I will watch the YouTube wrap ups. That's how
Oh
I
yeah,
encounter.
watch the YouTube for Resident Evil 7. It is a great game, especially if you see somebody who sucks at playing the game.
Hey,
Because the
hey,
one thing
hey.
I do like, go ahead.
Am I the only one that got a kink for Madame de Devoir, whatever her name, Dimitri or something? Like I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie, I like that.
you talking about the 9 foot tall vampire from Resident
Yeah,
Evil 8.
yeah, 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 yeah. I love
You
that
So
are
thing.
a
wait,
sick fuck.
I'm a
so
You
freak.
are
Tariq
I'm a freak. Am
Nasheed,
I a freak?
you are a sick fuck.
Am
You are
I
a
a
sick
freak?
Tariq Nasheed
I,
can't have a white woman, but you can go for an undead digital white woman. Make it make sense, brother.
a 9 foot tall
No bean pie
digital
for
white
you today,
woman.
my brother.
anything wrong because she
No
see
bean
she
pie.
ain't got a soul. She got a soul. We know she is who she is what we expected her to be.
Keep in mind, Sham, he turned down twins for this because the other girls who are there are twins, twin white girls, blonde hair, blue eyes, also a
And
little
dead.
vampire.
What? No, I ain't fucking with this necrophilia shit, bro. I still remember that part. No, nah.
Look. As somebody that is not keen on it and may or may not know that she's a vampire, they are seductive. All right? They say they are. I wasn't gonna
So
win.
the go gadget extendo claws is really seductive to you. Damn, bro, you down bad.
No. I want her at least to do me like a praying mantis. Go ahead, let me climax before you do it. Like I don't even want to know about that part.
What's crazy is the voice actress. When you look at her, you're just like, because of that voice, I'd still take you down.
Yeah. The voice does a lot. The voice does a lot.
Yeah, she's not a bad looking white
I
woman.
seen
She's just
a
older.
video of somebody making her chase them between the doors, and they run for making her ass jiggle. That's all I'm saying. They knew what they was doing.
I'm just saying, bro, booty physics has gotten a lot better in video games.
They
But thank you,
have.
ladies and gentlemen, for coming to another episode of Everyday Black Man Podcast for Authentic Black Male Thoughts. My name is Riker. I was joined by Sham, Reed, White Collar Suge, the writer, stylish, and the libertarian formerly known as Black. Follow us on Twitter, EVYD Black Men, Instagram, Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Men Facebook page. We also have a Patreon, EBMP. We have all kind of cool things up there. Sham has some pictures. All episodes debut there first, and of course, we have some exclusive episodes as well. And last but not least, our website is www.everydayblackmen.com. I wish you
Hey,
all now peace, and don't let those
also confess.
vampire white women get you.
I want to confess. Did you stop recording? You stopped recording. You
No,
son of
we
a
still
bitch.
we still we still
We
got
got
one.
one.
We
Still
still
recording.
got
All right, all
one.
right. I want to confess that Sham was not on the Epstein list. That was actually the list of people who potentially tried to kill Jamie Foxx. I did not mean to mix that up. My bad. He's
You
on the
are
Diddy.
terrible.
He's on the Diddy list, and he potentially has tried to kill Jamie Foxx. That's
All
it.
right, we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop that. He's not on the Diddy list. Peace and to the Middle East and of course Black America. White America, y'all be alright.